Era tokemebwangako.
Never be tempted.
Noga nti Pastor James
And you
w'okukituuti.
say that Pastor James
Tokirowoozanga
don't even
nako.
never think
They are
about
too
it.
different.
Bantu banjawulo nnyo babiri.
Bw'atuuka eka.
When he gets home,
Weewuunya noga nti
you will be wondering, is he the one?
bw'otuuka eka.
When you get home,
Just know boundaries.
manya ekomo.
Ono si pastor.
This is not a
Ono
pastor.
baze.
This is my husband.
Nino kitegeera.
I have to understand.
Nenkimanya
And
bulungi.
I know it fully.
Genda mpola.
Go slowly.
Ono mulala
This
kati.
is another.
No boundaries.
Manya ekomo.
Awo we mulina obuzibu awo.
That is where you have problems.
In the book of Psalms 11.
Mu kitabo kya Zabuli 11.
You know Psalms 11?
Zabuli 11.
You know Psalms 11?
Zabuli 11.
It says,
Egamba bweti.
verse 3.
Olunyiriri lwokusatu.
If the foundations are destroyed,
Emisingi bwe giba gizirikirizibwa,
what can the righteous do?
kiki omutuukirivu kyayinza okukola?
If the foundations are destroyed,
Obanga emisingi gizikirizibwa,
what can the righteous do?
kiki omutuukirivu kyayinza okukola?
You know, when you read the whole chapter 11,
Bw'osoma Zabuli yonna ey'ekumi
remember in chapter 12,
jjukira mu ssula ey'ekumi
he mentioned somewhere and says, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone.
abaako wagamba nti ejjinja abazimbi lye baagaana lifuuse ejjinja
But in Psalms 11 talks about, when you read the whole psalm, what you find,
naye bw'osoma Zabuli 11 yonna ky'ozuula,
that question was not answered.
ekibuuzo kino tekyaddibwamu.
If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do?
Obanga emisingi gizirikizibbwa, kiki omutuukirivu kyayinza okukola?
It remained open.
Kyasigala awo
In
nga
other words, it's saying
tekiggiddwamu.
if the foundations are destroyed,
Mu ngeri endala kigamba bwe gibanga emisindi gizikiriziddwa,
the righteous can do nothing
omutuukirivu talina kyayinza kukola,
because the foundations are destroyed.
kubanga emisingi bamaze ogizikiriza.
I have been reading the scripture.
Mbadde nsoma ekyawandiikibwa kino,
I preached it many times.
nkibuulidde emirundi mingi,
But this time, every time I could go before the Lord and ascend into the realms, the same scripture could return to me.
naye ku luno bwe mbadde nsoma ekyawandiikibwa kino ne nyambuka mu bwengula ng'ekyawandiikibwa kye kimu kikomawo gye ndi.
A wonderful woman of God was ministering and she came to that same scripture.
Era omukazi wa Katonda omulungi naye yali abuulira naye najja eri
And I said, God, what
ekyawandiikibwa
are you
kye
saying?
ne ngamba Mukama ki ky'ogamba?
And he began to show me
N'atandika okundaga
why many cannot stand,
lwaki bangi tebasobola kuyimirira,
why many cannot run the race,
lwaki bangi tebasobola kudduka
why
mbiro,
even when people get opportunities, they are squandered.
ne lwaki omuntu bw'aweebwa omwagaanya amaliriza
And
agoonoonye.
he said to me,
N'aŋŋamba
forget about curses,
weerabire ebikolimo,
forget about the demons.
weerabire dayimooni.
The issue is
Ensonga eri nti
foundations.
emisingi.
Even if you give them billions
Ne bw'obawa obuwumbi
without foundation,
nga tebalina musingi,
they'll lose it.
akawumbi bagenda
Even when
kafiirwa.
you pray for them
Ne bw'obasabira
to be married
okufumbirwa
without rebuilding proper foundations,
ng'emisingi emituufu
the
tegizimbiddwa
marriage
bujja,
will be a disaster.
obufumbo bugenda kuba
Even when you
katyabaga.
lay hands on them
Ne bw'obateekako
and
emikono
anoint them
n'obasiiga amafuta
and send them
n'obatuma
without deliberately building right foundations,
nga mu bugenderevu tovuddeyo kusimba mizingi mituufu,
where they will go, there will be a shame.
gye balaga bagenda kuba
There will
kiswalo,
be a disaster.
bagenda kuba katyaba.
Do you hear that scripture that says, work out your salvation
Era waliwo ekyandiko ekyo ekigamba nti kola obulokozi
with
bwo
fear and trembling?
n'okutya
You know,
n'okukankana.
when there's, because of lawlessness,
Olw'obutafugibwa,
people are easily carried away in the gospel that has no fear of God.
abantu bamalibwawo enjiri etaliimu kutya
The
katonda
gospel of like, I do what I want.
enjiri eyo gamba nkola
I'm a
kyenjagala
God myself.
nze nange ndi katonda
I can do whatever I want to do.
nsobola okukola buli
God
kyenjagala
is my servant.
katonda muddu
I command him to do what I want him to do.
mulagira okukola kyenjagala
And that is lawlessness.
obwo butafugibwa
That is the mystery of iniquity.
kyekyama eky'obutafugibwa.
Hello? The fear of God
okutya katonda
is the power
ge maanyi
that will keep you far from iniquity.
agagenda okukuumira ewala n'obutali bulongoofu.
Fear of God.
okutya katonda.
You know, and you will see it in many things in your life.
ate era ogenda kiraba mu bintu bingi mu bulamu bwo.
Nina muwala wange in the spirit.
I have my daughter in the spirit.
Yangamba bwati.
This is what she told me.
Yangamba daddy.
Told me, Daddy.
Konze wanje.
And I said, yes.
Abasajja nga baba n'amaanyi.
Men are so powerful.
Koze kikyotegeeza.
And I said, what do you mean?
Then abasajja baba n'amaanyi.
Men are really strong.
Naga nti mutabani we oyo omulaba agamba mwami we.
She was talking
The
about her
husband.
husband.
Naga nti yabadde anzise.
And told he had almost killed me.
Yakubyeze.
He really beat me.
Koze.
And I said,
Ng'omwana wange mukkakkamu.
my son is so calm.
Ko ye yankubye naye abasajja bayi nadde manyi musobola.
And she said, he really beat me. I thought I could manage him, but...
Nemubuuza what happened.
And I said, Chekyabadde.
N'ambuulira story.
And she told me the story.
Babadde ku dining
They were in the dining,
nga balya emmere.
eating food.
Omwami n'omukyala
Wife and husband.
n'abaana baabwe
And
babiri.
their children, 2 of them.
Oba omwami yayogera ki?
Oh, I don't remember what the man said,
Kyeyagamba awo.
which he said.
Ko sister ono.
And the sister said,
Ono muwala wange.
my daughter.
Omwami n'amusiba sirapu.
And the husband responded to what she said with a slap.
Nange nagenza okujjukira nga mukubye oluyi.
And he said, by the time I remembered, I had slapped.
Ne mubuuza n'okola kyawo.
And I said, what did you do?
Ne freezinga.
I froze.
Ne ngamba ono nja musobola.
And I said, I can manage him.
N'angamba bw'ati.
And he said,
Bw'onankwata ku mukono.
He held my hand.
Mbo ne tukumba.
And we walked majestically.
Ne tugenda mu kisenge.
And we entered the bedroom.
Mbo bwe nategeredde nti mpedde.
How I came to know that I'm finished.
Yakyuse n'addayo ku luggi.
Just went back to the door.
N'alusiba.
And he locked it.
Ne mmanya ndi mpedde.
And I knew I'm finished.
Ne mugamba sweetheart.
And I said, sweetheart.
Nga tanyega.
He wasn't responding.
Ne mugamba honey.
And I said, honey.
Nga tanyega.
He wasn't responding.
N'antimba MP.
And he slapped me.
Yafubye okulaba nga nkuba abantu we batalaba.
And he tried to see that he beats where people can't
Tosobola
see.
kulaba nti yankubye.
So you can't see that he beat me.
Anoonya we batalabire.
He looked for an area where people wouldn't see.
Naye MP nga ziruma.
But they were so painful.
Ate nga sisobola kuwoggana.
And I could not shout.
Kubanga n'abaana bali eri.
Because the children are the other side.
Ne mmaliriza nga nfa kimugunyu.
And so I died in silence.
Bagira kisiiri n'ofa ekisiiri.
I was dying in silence.
So afterwards.
After 2 hours.
The
man left the bedroom.
As if nothing has happened.
And
let's watch TV.
And the children
they are watching TV.
And this one also has to come and watch TV. Because he left when he had told her, in 2 minutes, I need you in the sitting room. I'm returning. So she came to watch TV. And she has to smile.
My daughter.
Beating him was lawlessness.
You overstep boundaries.
They don't beat mature people. Even at the church there in Lusas, she used to beat others. This one has beat me. This one has beat me. Because the brother also was from the church.
Brother David.
Brother David
worship team.
Leaves the worship team.
Sister Good worship team.
And another sister in the worship team. they get married.
Sister Joan ne bagenda. Kati Sister
Go.
Joan alowooza.
And now Sister Joan thinks
David
that this David,
wano,
or the one on the pulpit, the one who worships,
David
is that David at home.
Banjawulo
They are
nnyo.
so different.
Bano ona asinza ono.
The one who worships.
Ono David yo.
The one who worships.
No agenze eka.
And the one who has gone home.
They are two different people.
Bantu babiri banjawulo.
Era tokemebwangako.
Never be tempted.
Noga nti Pastor James
And
w'okukituutu.
you say that Pastor James
Tokirowoozanga
don't
nako.
even ever think
They are
about
too
it.
different.
Bantu banjawulo nnyo babiri.
Bw'atuuka eka.
When he gets home,
You
will be wondering, is he the one?
Yona abadde agamba, bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, eyo, bless the Lord, oh my soul. Ekoma wano.
That one stops here.
Bw'otuuka eka.
When you get home,
just know boundaries.
manya ekomo.
Ono si pastor.
This is not a pastor.
Ono baze.
This is my husband.
Nino kitegeera.
I have to understand.
Nenchimanya bulungi.
And I know it fully.
Tokwotinga scripture. Tokwotinga zabuli.
Don't quote scripture.
Tokwotinga birooto.
Don't say.
Munalose mukama yana tobireete.
I had a dream.
Genda mpola.
Go slowly.
Ono mulala kati.
This is another.
No boundaries.
Manye komo.
Awo mwino obuzibu awo.
That is where you have problems.
Olaba ono brother akube nanga. Omulaba awo ndi akube nanga bwatyo.
The brother on the piano.
Gwe mulinde eka.
You wait for him
Ng'afudde
at
mu
home.
nanga bwatyo.
When he has left the piano.
Osanga.
You're joking.
Engeri gy'akuba ennanga.
The way he is on the piano.
N'oza neeka gy'akakubaka. Ate musabira neewe waleme kubaayo nnanga.
And I pray that at home there is no piano.
Ennanga esigale mu church.
But it remains in the church.
Alyoka ajje eka.
Then he comes home.
Abuuze.
And he asks,
mmere nga tennajja.
how come the food is not yet ready?
Gwe naawe omuddemu.
Then you
Ffenna tubadde ku church. Ojja kumbuulira enkeera.
both of us have been at church. You will tell me tomorrow.
N'omuzimu ogwo sijja gugoba.
And I will not even cast out that demon.
Awo ki ayit. Oyiga boundaries.
You just learn
By
the
the way,
boundaries.
The first 5 years of marriage,
Emyaka etaano ekisooka
you are learning boundaries.
obeera oyiga komo.
Nze lumu nagenda okuteeka wardrobe ya mukyala wange.
One time I went to prepare my wife's
Nga
wardrobe.
sinamanya boundaries.
Before I knew boundaries,
Ngenda mu wardrobe ye.
I went to her wardrobe.
Nandiko gitegeka.
I started rearranging it.
Maka gaali gafudde.
I almost
Kuba
lost the
earrings zonna nazigatta mu kabokisi kamu.
I put all the earrings in one box.
Blouse zonna nziteeka mu nsonda emu.
All blouses in one corner.
Najja naga okoze eki kino
She
taata.
came and asked, what have you
I
done?
have arranged your bowl.
Ngamba wardrobe ngitegese.
Nandi onzise.
And said you
Kwanza nakwata
finished.
engato zonna.
I got all the shoes.
Nenfuna ekisawo ekinene bwe kiti.
I got a big bag.
Nenziteekamu.
I put them
Kati waliwo
there.
zino eziriko obukunkumuka nga sizimanyi. Ne bukunkumuka ne buggwako. Butamanya boundaries.
There are some shoes with the
Oli
designs
atadde
on top.
wali engatto ze.
They've put their shoes.
Gojjamba ozitegeka.
You come rearrange.
Men learn boundaries.
Abasajja muyige komo.
Era bw'ojayitawo mpola nga watali wawo.
When you come, walk slowly as
Obuuze
if
giri
it's not
nnyumba
your
nti
home.
zino engatto nziteekewa.
And you ask the owner of the home, where should I put these shoes?
Kuba bino by'obadde omanyidde mbwe.
The things you're used to.
Emu ogireka mu ddiiro.
You leave one in
Endala
the sitting
ogigiramu mu
room.
lukuubo.
The another one in
Stocks
the
ozigiramu mu
corridor.
mulyango.
You remove the socks
Ojja
in that.
kufuna ebizibu.
You will get many problems.
Funa boundaries.
Just get boundaries.
Tuuka mu ddiiro.
Get to the
Buuza
sitting
nnyini
room.
nnyumba.
Ask the owner of the home.
Maama.
Ma,
Engatto nteeke side ki.
where should I put the shoes?
Tola ebalo zifuuyira.
Let us first
Nga
spread them
bazisanitizinga.
so they sanitize
Ekyo
them.
kitegeere.
Also understand.
That's the fear of God also.
Okutya Katonda nako.
To honor your wife,
Okuwa mukyala we
to
ekitiibwa,
respect your wife
okumusaamu
is the
ekitiibwa,
fear of God.
kutya Katonda. Do you know that?
Yes.
Wechiri.
To respect boundaries.
Okussamu ekitiibwa ekkomo. This is my boundary.
This is my pastor.
Ono musumba wange.
My friend.
Mukwano gwange.
But I know my boundaries.
Naye manye ekkomo.
Wadde ntambula naye.
Even though
Wadde mpeereza naye. Because of the fear of God.
Olw'okutya Katonda.
I know my boundaries.
Manyi wenkoma.
Essaala yaffe ey'olwaleero.
That is our prayer today.
By this is going to deliver you.
Egenda kusumulula.
This is going to deliver you.
Egenda kusumulula.
Because we're going to what were boundaries?
There are boundaries
that you need to restore.
Zowetaaga okuzzaawo.
What were boundaries?
There are boundaries
in relationships,
mu nkolagana,
in church,
mu kanisa
that you need to restore.
Z'olina okuzzaawo.
Mukama nyamba.
God help me
to know the boundaries.
Okumanya ekkomo.
How I walk with you.
Butya bwe ntambula.
Forgive me for violating boundaries.
Nsonyiwa olw'okutyoboola ekkomo.
Forgive me for the sin of dishonoring authorities.